President of the Single Fathers Association, Rondell Fields, says in this country it is hard to believe that children can be kidnapped by a loved one.
We don't believe or see the parent having the capability of kidnapping a child. And I think that's more our social perception, culturally. And that's something that we need to change, because we do recognize and understand, even in Trinidad and Tobago, that parents harm their children. We do understand, we have seen parents that have sexually abused their children, mentally abused their children, and physically abused their children as well. So the term parental child abduction shouldn't be one that seems so foreign and seems so weird.
Mr. Fields says he went to the Washington conference to learn about new best practices. He notes that in TNT it is not yet a criminal offense to grab a child, and this, he says, needs to change.
In other nations like the United States and so forth, there is a civil element, just as Trinidad has it, but there is a point where it becomes criminal based on its intention and based on who's the custodial parent, and based on the manner in which the child has been removed out of the jurisdiction as well.
He says Trinidad and Tobago has signed onto the Hague Convention, which forces stolen children to be returned to their home for local jurisprudence. But 90% of the countries in the Caribbean are not. In that case, a special type of mediation is used.
Mediation for IPCA, so it's mediation for international parental child abduction, which is a different level of mediation, because it's not mediation between two parties who reside in the same country. We're talking about mediation, two parties between two different countries.
Mr. Fields says going forward from their sojourn in Washington, they intend to tackle the many fronts of the problem.
And the plan is to come up with a task force to start really looking at these issues. It's something new to many people in Trinidad and Tobago, but it's an issue we've been advocating for the last 5-6 years. We need to remember cases like the cases of those two young boys that were carried to Syria by their father.
Mr. Fields says he hopes the international support they have engaged will make a difference to the laws in Trinidad and Tobago and save heartache both for children and for parents. Marie-Therese Bernard, TTT News.